guys, Blanche Lily here with another pick a card reading, and in this one we are going to be taking a very detailed look at your future spouse. So if you guys have been wondering who will I marry, this is the right pick a card reading for you, because this is exactly what we're going to be taking a look at. We're going to be taking a look at when you're most likely to meet your future spouse and how, what do they look like, what are their character traits, and what sort of relationship dynamics you guys might have with your future spouse. That being said, of course, my darlings, as usual, use your discernment, yeah? Because this is a general pick a card reading, so only take what's going to resonate with you, leave the rest out on the table. All right, let's take a look at today's options. So we're going to have 3 options, guys. This is option number 1. This is option number 2. And this is option number 3. So see which image you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. Go with your intuition. And if you did need a bit more time to make a decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with a big future spouse reading for option number 1. Option number 1, hi and welcome to your reading. If you were drawn to this heart image over here, let's start with your reading. Let's take a look at how and when you guys are most likely to meet your future spouse. What are the cards going to say? The Tower. Brilliant. Don't be afraid of the Tower. It's just this energy of as close as you can get to love at first sight. I want to say for a lot of you guys, this is actually coming in very soon, much sooner than what you have expected. You might have had to wait for a very long time. Some of you guys have been single for years, years upon years upon years. And there's this energy that is actually coming in very soon. So let's take a look. So what I'm seeing over here, my darlings, you're going to be meeting your future spouse during a very stormy weather. It could be thunderstorm, there could be delays happening. Maybe while you're traveling, there could be a delay. Whatever it is, they're telling me, like the plans that you had, they're going to be disrupted. And this disturbance of your plans, this cancellation or this energy where you have to postpone something is going to be the lucky chance that you need to meet your future spouse. So it looks like both of you are going to be either looking for, shelter when it starts raining. So you could be like out on a walk or out sightseeing, and then it starts raining or even hail for some of you guys. Literally, I'm picking up like this hail. And for others of you, it could even be like a little earthquake that gives you a fright. So not like as extreme as they're showing on the card, but it could even be a little earthquake. It's going to give you a fright and you're like, oh my God, like, what do I do? What do I do? And it's in this energy where both of you that seem to be on a completely different life path, your paths are going to cross. Because it's like the universe itself is actually bringing the two of you together. For some of you guys are going to be hiding in the shopping mall. For some of you guys are going to be, hiding from the storm, not hiding from the police or anything like that. Some of you guys might run into like an ATM machine, like a place where, like a vestibule where there's a lot of like ATMs. A bank. But there's definitely this energy of like being pushed. Being pushed into like one place. For some of you, it's coming through, guys, as happening within the next 3 months. Honestly, they're saying like it's going to be so much sooner than what you expect. There's also for a select few of you, there's this energy where it's happening in a different location to where you are. So it could be while traveling. Now, then for others of you guys, there's another option, okay? Because this is a general reading, but I just want to, because there's like these two options coming through very strongly. Now, for others of you, there's this energy where you might be meeting your future spouse at an event. At an event, because there's this energy of just sudden, you know, the chemistry between the two of you is going to be very sudden. So for some of you, this could be a work event, or this could be an event of people that you know, but you're not like really friends. So, well, for some of you, it could be friends, but for most of you, it's like acquaintances or maybe like distant relatives. And both of you could be with a date. But the connection is going to be so undeniable that it's going to get any other energies or get any other people away from you. But honestly, option number one for you, it's very, very fast. Unexpectedly fast. It could be that you attend an event that might be hosted mostly outdoors, and still the weather does its thing, so you're like going to be forced to move indoors and you bump into each other. There's this energy of bumping into one another, but the chemistry is so undeniable. Even like with this card, they're saying like you won't be able to like get away from one another. You will just want to like get to know one another. Even if you come with dates, you will find a way. It's the glances, it's the feeling of adventure, the feeling of something fresh, of something new, of something that, like, you know, you were shaken up, but in such a good way. And option number one, honestly, for a lot of you, like the longest you have to wait is like 15 months, the longest. For most of you, it's literally 3 months, 4 months, 7 weeks. Wow. Let's take a closer look at your future spouse. Let's take a closer look at your future spouse. Bearing, of course, in mind that this is a general reading, yeah, guys? Okay, so this is, yeah, they're giving me an energy of somebody brand new, somebody who could be from a completely different location. With the Three of Wands, somebody completely different. So for some of you, this could be different race, different religion, different language, and somebody who's so much fun. Who's wise but doesn't take themselves seriously. For a lot of you, I'm seeing somebody blonde or dark blonde, very nice teeth. Youthful looking, somebody who's an animal lover, definitely. Somebody with a lot of ambition. Could be gray-haired as well. But at the same time, look at this. They can plan when they need to. When it comes to finances, they might give off this energy of like, you know, a free spirit, but at the same time, they're quite reliable when it comes to money. So I wouldn't say like they're very, very rich, but I would definitely say they have like savings for a rainy day. They might have like a few savings account. Rather tall, very flexible, and they're very articulate. They're very like, there's this energy like, you know, when they talk, they might move their hands a lot. They might have a nice voice. Look at this, the magician. Oh my God, guys. Like your future spouse, there's like so many layers to your future spouse. The magician is somebody who's incredibly powerful, somebody with a lot of willpower. But they don't come off like that. They come off as the energy of the fool. But once you dig a little bit deeper, maybe that's how they like it. For people not to give them like, well, not to give them credit, but you know what I'm saying. For people not to expect a lot of them, and then they like come out and they're bam, I'm a magician. I'm a master. I can do loads and loads of things. Could have curly hair or wavy hair, male or female, but there's a lot of energy of like, you know, blonde or dark blonde, fair skin. Very romantic as well. Incredibly romantic. There's this energy of somebody who likes doing surprises, and again, a lot of youthful energy, guys. So I don't know if like option number one, you chose like, you tend to go for people who look younger than they are, or you tend to go for people who are just like, they're full of vitality, they're full of energy. But sometimes, of course, there's a downside to everything. Sometimes they can be a little bit immature, and it might take them a little while before they're going to be ready to settle down. So this could also be talking about a long distance relationship at some point. But let's not guess. Let's take a look at the relationship dynamic that you guys are going to have with your future spouse. Option number one, what's the relationship dynamic that you're going to have? Energy of freedom. I think that's exactly what I was picking up when I was getting the Fool card and the Magician. And again, freedom does not mean no strings attached in this particular case. It talks more about being able to give space to somebody energetically to express themselves, to be themselves. This is the sort of relationship where you don't dissolve into one another. Like you're still an individual, and so are they. But at the same time, you're in a relationship. And we're committed in a beautiful relationship, getting out of codependency. Look at this. So it might be like a polar opposite to what you guys might have been experiencing in the past. It might be that some of you might have to work through the fear of commitment over here. Some of you are watching this and you're like, I'm not really interested in getting married. I'm just watching it for the sake of it. Some of you are like, have been so scared by like toxic relationships that you're no longer interested in long-term relationships. Like you're like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, but I'm not sure I want to commit. But there's going to be a lot of respect in this relationship. No way around it. But it's also going to be a lot of fun. So this relationship, your relationship dynamic, option number one with your future spouse, is going to be very much about like overcoming any fears that you might have about a relationship. About commitment, about love, about vulnerability. Patience, yeah, having to be patient with one another. Having to make certain adjustments. Yeah, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of energy of fear. But that's okay. That's okay. A lot of us have it. And that's why I said it might take some time for you guys to get into like a serious and committed relationship where you say your I do's. But overall, this is a beautiful energy. Like nobody is trying to overpower the other person. And that's amazing. All right, option number one, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you guys are interested in a future spouse reading or any other readings that are tailored specifically to your energies, do send me an email. My email is in the description box below. All right, and do check my Patreon page out as well. All right, my darlings, take a good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 2. Hi and welcome to your reading, darlings. Let's take a look at your future spouse energies. Who will you marry, guys? Let's take a look. Let's start your journey, to your future spouse. Let's take a look at how and when you guys are going to meet your significant other. How and when will option number 2 meet their future spouse? Beautiful. An energy of celebration and energy. This card gives me such a comfortable vibe. Okay, so it's going to be among friends. It's going to be among people, or it could even be amongst relatives, your family. It could be a family outing. But what I'm seeing is that you guys are having so much fun. You guys are celebrating something. You guys are reminiscing. There's a note of nostalgia over here. And of course, Six of Cups talks about soulmates. If you guys believe in soulmates, and this is your soulmate or twin flame, however you want to refer to your ultimate boo. But there's definitely the energy of having a lot of fun. You could be introduced through friends, okay? It could be a friend of a friend. It could be also somebody, if you guys get along really well with your colleagues, this could also be this energy. And, you have worked with them for a very long time. There's this energy of getting together, and it almost feels like it's your soul family. Let's see why the Five of Swords is here. I think, I see. It's almost like a reconciliation. It's very interesting. It's almost like you guys might have been away from those people who are going to introduce you to your future spouse. Or it could be that you might have been in a fight and there's like this ending of a fight. I don't know what it is. They're just telling me like it's a happy end. It's a happy end. It's as a positive outcome to a particular situation that you might have found yourself in. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at all those fives. Look at the guys, this is definitely coming back to friends or to family after like some serious serious sorry about that. Yeah, so serious arguments, and it's like coming back wiser, realizing certain things. This is really cool, guys, honestly. It could be that somebody is going to act as a mediator. It could be that, you're going to be seeing somebody who you used to be friends with. And then this person might act as a mediator and say, okay, guys, like this is what actually happened, because this is giving me an energy of a misunderstanding. Like there could have been a really, really silly misunderstanding. Okay. And you guys are going to be like, oh my God, like this is what it's all about. And they're just showing me like changing your mind. And it's just like this whole energy of really friendly people. Yeah, see, we have the Three of Swords. For some of you, my darlings, this could be somebody you already know coming back. This is giving me a very strong energy, like this is somebody you already know coming back. Maybe somebody who, like you chose somebody else over them, and this is somebody making a comeback, and it might feel like a different person. Like somebody coming back with a lot of wisdom, with a different outlook. It could have been that you were like torn between two people. You might be torn between two, because it's very interesting. We have the man and two women over here, and we have the two men and a woman over here. So it's like a triangle situation for all of you, like male or female. A love triangle situation that you might have found yourself in. But now it looks like everything is going to be forgotten. And again, we have 2 3s over here. We have 6. It's almost like people coming together. People are are making amends. So for some of you, this could be literally somebody from the past. And if it's not somebody from the past, if you're like, oh, bless Lily, I don't know anybody from the past, it doesn't resonate. It could also be somebody who already knows you, who's already seen you, or maybe they just couldn't find the courage to come and speak to you. Or maybe you were dating their friend or their brother or their sister. And like they couldn't. And now they're like going to confess their feelings towards you. You're like, I'm keeping it in the family. Option number 2. All right, let's take a look at when this could be happening, right? Let's take a look when the meeting could be happening. For some of you, it's 7 months. For some of you, it's July. And this is a timeless reading, yeah? Oh, this is so beautiful, guys. It's like they're saying whatever it says, like the sun is really going to be shining. Like the positivity, the good times are really going to be coming. They're saying like you've been through so much, and for some of you guys are thinking about this particular person right now, like they're going to be your future spouse, because you would have gone through so many things with this person. But it was all totally worth it because you matured together. And you realize that you can't live without one another. It's just fate. Now, for some of you guys, I'm seeing 21 weeks. For some of you, it's 7 months. Let me see. And the third, ooh, okay, this one wants to come out. Ooh, look at this beautiful card. For some of you, this person could be from France, but maybe half French, half, I don't know, this is really weird, but and very specific, but half Algerian. For some of you, yeah, 18 weeks. But it's all like the sun and the moon. And this is like such a beautiful balanced energy where you're bringing the sun and they're bringing the moon, or vice versa. Whatever it is, there's a lot of energy of yin and yang, even if you end up being in a same-sex relationship. It's just the energy of balance. Oh my God, how exciting. Let's take a closer look at your future spouse. Who they are. What do they look like? What are the character traits? Guys, honestly, for so many of you, it's about an ex. For so many of you, like there's this energy of a heartbroken person. Somebody who's been through so much. And if it's not an ex, this is a person who has their heart, like wears their heart on their sleeve. And who's gotten like hurt like so many times, but still believes in love. This is a very magical person, guys. This is a person, there's this energy of a phoenix reborn, okay? Somebody who's been through hell and back and then realized that they probably forgot their phone in hell and they had to come back again, okay? So they made the trip twice. And of course, I'm being funny and sarcastic, but honestly, these people have gone through so much and they still managed to have the sun energy within them. So this could be a lot of Leo, Aries, Sag energy coming through. It could be your energy that I'm picking up, or this person is mirroring your energy. But there's definitely an energy of phoenix, of being reborn, of feeling magical. They could be very much interested in magic, okay, with the Queen of Wands over here, because this is the witchy card. This is the card of sometimes being too temperamental, but there's a lot of sexiness, a lot of sex appeal and confidence that's coming through. It could be that sometimes they hide their broken heart beneath that confidence. Sometimes they might seem or come off a little bit too cocky, yeah, but it's just them. I mean, not everybody is supposed to be like one way. or another way. They're just doing themselves, but they're very, very interested in magic. They have, they're probably going to have really dark, like almost black eyes, really brown eyes, like really deep brown eyes, beautiful hazel eyes as well. Very long eyelashes. They're showing me dark, long eyelashes, very thick black, what you call them, eyebrows. Somebody who is either, they're showing me somebody, you know, it's either somebody with darker complexion, okay, or it's somebody with a complexion of, you know, somebody from Cuba or India or Sri Lanka, this sort of energy. This could also be talking about, yeah, no, they're showing me dark hair, no way around it. Really, it's either really dark brown or black, like jet black hair. But what's interesting is for some of you guys, they're showing me somebody who's Asian. More on the skinnier side, although some women I see over here are going to be quite voluptuous. But very like magnetic, like the way they're going to sway their hips, the way that they're going to talk. There's a lot of magnetism that I'm picking up over here, guys. Yeah, look at this. For some of you, yeah, this is interesting. They're showing me, again, they're showing me somebody who could be, for some of you, this could be somebody from Eastern Europe, yeah? For some of you, this is talking about Asia. Sometimes they can be a little bit cold, yeah? Sometimes they turn on their ice queen. But this is what I'm saying. They're very like, one day they're like this, the other day they're like that, but it's not like they're mentally unstable. It's just that they experience a wide range of emotions, and they allow themselves to experience those emotions. And this is one thing, they're unapologetically themselves. Now, they could be somebody who works in research, somebody who works with medicine, somebody who has their own business. There's also this, again, for some of you, this could be somebody who practices law. At the same time, we have somebody who could be practicing magic, okay? So it could be people with very different interests. Yeah, exactly. With the Two of Pentacles over here. It might be balancing quite a few things, have a few things up in the air. Let's take a look at the relationship dynamic that you guys are going to have with your future spouse. Because this person is so intriguing. And again, even the fact that you guys were drawn to the clock over here, to this floral clock, it tells me, like, what I keep hearing is it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. It's worth what had to happen. Like, it was worth it. Like, there's this energy of divine timing. And again, they're showing me, for some of you, like, you came together at some point, but it wasn't the right time, so you had to go your separate ways, do your healing, do whatever you needed to do, get through your stage of promiscuity, or they had to get through their stage of promiscuity to be ready to settle down. So let's take a look at the relationship dynamic that you're going to have with your future spouse. Option number 2. Yeah, see again. It's this energy where you guys are going to be feeling that you're very different, okay? And some of you might be feeling like you're rejected, but rejection is coming through in reverse, which means it's going to be all in your head. Yes, you're going to be different, but the underlying values are going to be the same. Love is love. Love is love in all the languages in the world. Respect is respect in all the languages in the world. So this is what you guys are going to realize, that you might see at first that you're very different. You might like different literature, you might like different music, you might like different foods. But when you've taken all of your clothes, and when you put all of your menus away, you will see that ultimately it's love that brings you together. It's respect. it's wanting a family, it's cherishing one another. So it's a very interesting relationship. For some of you guys, we could be talking about twin flames. We could be talking about, you know, this twin flame relationship that's like all over the place, where one person is like being ready for a relationship, the other one's like, yeah. And then it changes the other way around. And then you're like, okay, we're too different, let's separate. You know, it's like this backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And there's like, the time is going and going and going. But look, very flirtatious. Very flirtatious. One thing about you guys, option number 2, is that you're always going to be physically attracted and drawn to your future spouse. And it's over time, there's a lot of energy of time. It's over time where you're going to find a way to connect. Like where finally both of you are going to be a light. Where both of you are going to like when the timing is going to be right, when it's just this energy, like the time is right. And you guys are going to flirt with one another. Honestly, you guys are going to be like sending each other dirty texts, and there's lots of sexting, and at the same time with communication, they're telling me that you guys are going to be able to work things out. You are. Even though there's going to be lots of makeup to breakup to makeup, and the makeup sex is going to be absolutely amazing. At some point, you guys are going to settle down. And look at this. Again, friends. It could be that you guys are going to grow from friends. Maybe one of you are going to friend zone the other one at the start. But then it turns into something else. Yeah, and they're like, oh my God, this friendship, I'm feeling more. So this relationship could grow from friendship. Strong energy of attraction. Yeah, it's going to start off with no strings attached, guys. But at the same time, there's a lot of energy of generosity, and you guys are going to realize that you have a lot of gifts, and you're going to help each other realize your gifts. And at the start, it's going to be no strings attached. It's going to be a friendship. It's going to go backwards and forwards. Do we not? Do we risk the friendship? Some confusion over here, but that's absolutely okay, because at the end of the day, you guys are going to work it out, and it's love. It's love. No way around it. All right, my darlings, that's all I have for option number 2. I hope you enjoyed this future spouse reading and it resonated with your amazing selves. If you guys are up for a personal reading and you want to find out about your future spouse, okay, specifically your future spouse, do send me an email. My email's in the description box below. Check out my Patreon page as well for more exclusive content, and make sure to take care of your amazing selves now. Bye, guys. Option number 3. Hi and welcome to your reading, darlings. Are you ready to find out all about your future spouse? Let's do this. We're going to start off with how and when you guys are most likely to meet your future spouse. So if you were drawn to the butterfly, let's take a look. Option number 3. How and when are you most likely to meet your future spouse? Ooh, nice. The Empress. Okay, guys, for you, they're showing me you guys are either going to be sightseeing, you guys are either going to be shopping. They're showing me you being dressed up, okay? Empress is all about feeling and knowing that she's beautiful, or he. It's the energy of self-sufficiency. So for some of you, you guys are literally going to be walking, feeling yourself, maybe even listening to music. For some of you guys, I'm seeing you, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm seeing you guys are like working out, and you're really sweaty, and you're literally like the sun is reflecting on your skin, and it looks so beautiful, and it's like mesmerizing almost. This is how your future spouse is going to see you. And even like the energies are so like, there's something about you being in the zone. There's something about you being in your element. you like, honestly, it must be like it's either the song that you've just been listening to, or the endorphins from working out, or the endorphins from shopping, or whatever it is, guys. You're feeling good, honestly. Is this energy of feeling good. For some of you guys, you're all dressed up. You guys might be going clubbing. You guys might be going to an event, but you are looking good. And you are like radiating, oozing self-confidence, self-sufficiency. So for some of you guys, it's literally you're going to catch your future spouse's eye, and they're not going to be able to look away. And you know when somebody looks at you and you're kind of like, you feel it, even though like you might be like facing, like you might have their back to this person. This is the sort of energy that I'm getting. Like you guys are going to feel somebody looking at you, and you're going to like look up really fast. And for a second, they're almost going to be like, oh my God, oh my God. But then they like give you a smile, because they're completely taken aback by you guys. Completely taken aback by you. So it looks like you guys are going to be either alone when this happens, or like maybe you're going to be with friends, but your friends are going to be like either like they've gone to another shop or something along those lines. But you're going to find yourself alone. And this person, your future spouse, they're going to approach you. Because and then later on they'll tell you that, you know what, you just like put a spell on me. Because I couldn't do anything. I had to come and talk to you. The sun, look at this beautiful energy. So for quite a few of you guys, it's going to be happening during the day, okay? Like I said, the sun, it's either like you guys, there's something about glowing. They're showing me glowing. So guys, for some of you guys, it could be, again, that you've just worked out. Yeah, you had your run and your skin is literally like glowing. For some of you guys, you're all dressed up and you might have like this highlighter on and the light catches it. For some of you guys, it could be that you're wearing like earrings or jewelry, something. It's about the light. It's about the rainbow. It's about the what's it called? The prism of light. Like you're going to shine. There's this energy of like shining like a diamond, shining like a sun. For others of you, it is going to be happening at the beach, okay? At the beach, at the pool, but outdoors. For some of you, a holiday, literally a holiday. If you guys are going to go on a holiday and there's going to be a nice beach, don't forget to shine, yeah? You might be wearing yellow. It's something about wearing yellow. It could be, again, they're showing me a beach, maybe like a beach cafe or beach bar. Because there's this energy of like stopping to get a drink or getting like a cocktail or a mocktail or... Maybe you guys are going to go like and get drinks for you and your friends, or like to place an order. Yeah, look at this. No, you guys are like so like dressed up and so beautiful. Even if you're just wearing a bikini or if you're just wearing trunks or something, it's just like, it's either it's like branded or there's some sort of accessories to it. This is very like eye-catching. There's something about eye-catching. For guys, it could be tattoos as well. Maybe like a sun tattoo, but it's catching the eye. Let's take a look at when this could be taking place. And again, it depends on your age, you guys, because for some of you, I just got... For some of you, I got... It could be taking up to 3... Give me a second. Yeah, you're going to be choosing people. Look at this. You're going to be choosing between two people with the Two of Swords. Because for some of you, you guys might be either like interested, or somebody from work is going to be interested in you, or somebody from school as well. But when it comes to timing, for some of you, it's up to 3 years. And yes, I know it sounds so long, but don't forget, guys, some of you who are watching, you're like, what, 14, 16, 18? And we're talking about future spouse, and this is a general reading, yeah? For others of you, this could be up to a year, but you're holding yourselves back here. You might be holding yourselves back because you're still like dealing with something from the past, or you're not allowing yourself to completely open up. And for this person, you need to completely open up. There's no way around it. And a lot of romance, oh my god. Okay, there's energy of wearing masks, guys. Some of you guys could be makeup artists. Some of you guys might be going literally, it's something about shiny. For some of you, it could be an event where it's like dress up and masquerade. Because there's a lot of masks that keep coming out. Up to a year, but here it's like it's more of a at least a year, option number 3. But let's take a look who's it that you're going to be meeting. Let's take a look at them in more detail. Let's take a look at your future spouse in more detail. Who they are. Let's take a look. They could have a lot of tattoos. They could be, might have freckles or scars. Somebody who's gone through like a transformation over here. A very big transformation. And interestingly, they might have withdrew from, they might have been a playboy or playgirl in the past, because they're showing me there's this energy like where they might have been going out for a very long time, but then it's like they just got disappointed in people, or they got disappointed in people that they used to hang out with, and they were like, okay, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to do what it is that I need to do to deal with the spiritual side of me. So the thing is, like, they're very wise. They could be somebody who is quite older, or they might seem a little like older than they really are. If we're talking about a man, they might have a beard. They might like really like beard. Maybe they even like, they grow it very long. They might have a beard and a mustache. White might be their favorite color. But the thing is, like, they don't associate with a lot of people they used to associate with in the past. It's somebody who turned their life around. And somebody who's like, okay, well, there has to be more to life than, you know, just earning money and spending it on God knows what, and, you know, like going clubbing and going to, you know, they could be going to strip clubs and places like this, yeah. For some of you guys, this person could have been in a long relationship. But again, a long relationship, it wasn't really committed. It was like on and off again, but it was like with the same person. This could be somebody who is very much into sports, you guys, because they're showing me somebody who used to be maybe a pro athlete or a semi-professional athlete, somebody who might have been playing soccer, American football, rugby, somebody who's into MMA as well. Maybe somebody who's into acting right now, maybe acting or teaching. Let's take a look at their physical characteristics. Okay, so for some of you guys, I'm seeing, again, somebody who's very lean and somebody who's quite tall. For a man, once again, a lot of beard, yeah, a lot of beard hair, like probably a long beard. We're looking at somebody who could also be bald or have very, very short hair. Somebody who changed their appearance a lot of times. So now they could be bald, or they could be like have very, very short hair, but a beard. And they're actually showing me somebody who's got a beautiful smile, like an infectious smile. They might have dimples. Very strong back if we're talking about a male. Somebody who's going to be ready for a family. I think they've done their messing about, they've done their thing. Like somebody who's going to be ready for a family. Like they have a different perspective on things. They have their own point of view, and they don't really care about people that try to convince them like to think differently. Like they have their perspective and they're sticking with it. All right, let's take a look at what sort of relationship dynamic you guys are going to have with your future spouse. Fun. Beautiful. Look at this fun. I'm seeing you guys doing things you probably would have never do unless you meet this person, okay? So there's a lot of like surprises. There are lots of trying things that are like different. Even taking a hot air balloon ride. Going to places, going on hikes, going to different restaurants, having fun, sometimes acting like children. Going to the fair and you know, just like forgetting about the world and having a lot of fun. There's a lot of jokes. You guys might have a very similar sense of humor, so it's like very much about, I don't know, maybe like if you guys are like very, very sarcastic, your future spouse is going to be very sarcastic as well. You're just going to be those like two incredibly sarcastic people. Having fun. For others of you, you know, it's like you might be into practical jokes, and so is your future spouse. But whatever it is, whatever your idea of fun is, they're telling me that, you know, your future spouse is going to be on the same page. So if you don't think that something is funny, they're probably not going to think it's funny either. So it's a very like having very much in common when it comes to having fun, maybe similar hobbies, similar interests. Look at this. It's not going to be very long until the question is popped, until the commitment is official. So I see like it's literally under a year of dating, because you're just going to know. There's this energy of, I know this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. And once you know that this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you want the rest of your life just to start as soon as possible. So this is the type of energy that I'm getting from you. Option number 3. A beautiful wedding. They're showing me a beautiful wedding. A very balanced relationship. Again, for some of you guys, this could be talking about maybe somebody who has a different physical appearance to you, but you just fit perfectly. Yin to the yang and yang to the yin. Again, nothing like really fits perfectly, but this is as close to perfection as you're going to get with the balance energy over here. You don't try to compete with one another. And this is a beautiful energy. It's very mature. Like you don't try to compete with one another. You each know where your place is in a relationship, who's responsible for what, who brings what to the table. And you don't give each other a hard time. Like there's a lot of understanding one another. Damn, okay, all right. How could I forget about passion? How could I forget about passion? They like mention the good sex life. Okay, guys, amazing sex life. There we go. I mentioned it. I pointed your attention in that direction. That there's going to be a lot of passion. in this relationship. So maybe some PDA or, you know, making love in different places, wherever the passion consumes you. And the last card that jumped out for you guys is freedom. Being able to express yourself freely, being able to this one is giving me, in this particular case, guys, this is very much about being able to freely voice your opinion, to make decisions. This is making decisions together, because in some families, you know, there's like the, where it's like patriarchy, where the male is making all the decisions, or when it's like a woman who's making all the decisions. But here it's like a balance, and there's this freedom to say what, like, you know, this is cool, this is not cool. There's no like control in this relationship whatsoever. And this is so beautiful. Option number 3, I'm going to end your reading here. Hope you enjoyed it and it resonated with your amazing selves. If you guys are interested in a future spouse reading that's tailored specifically to you, so that I can channel energies of your divine counterpart, do send me an email. My email is in the description box below, and I'll send you a list of readings that I do together with prices. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if this reading resonated with you, my darlings. Check out my Patreon page out as well, and take care of your amazing selves now. Bye.